Dear audience, I hope you enjoy the movie. Let me welcome our two guests today, Martin and Ondřej, directors of the movie Old Timers. I would like to thank you for joining us here today, and let's start. Our audience has a chance to watch your movie Old Timers, and I would like to ask you a few questions. We can imagine we are sitting in a cinema and having question and answers after the movie together. I'm not sure our audience knows you are documentary directors, and Old Timers was your first feature movie. How did it happen?
Well, it happened at the beginning suddenly, and it was some time to make it really happen. But there is not a big difference really in making a documentary film of a certain kind and of making a feature film, a fiction film, because it's always you use the film language, you tell the story through your characters. So even if you are using different tools, it's always the same game.
And the only thing that we thought would be easier was that we had the actors for the shooting, so we won't have to have the ordinary negotiations with the real characters to persuading them to do this or that. But actually, it wasn't true, because our two main characters, our two main actors, they are really stubborn guys, and it was really difficult to force them to do some things or to cope with them. So we found out that it's not as easy as we thought it could be.
Okay.
And like that it's also very difficult to deal with your actors, as is difficult to deal with your real people characters, because we thought that it will be even easier, that we will just tell the actors what to do and they will do it. They will be thankful for that we gave them the chance to be in our film. But it showed up quickly that it's totally a different story. They were pissed off all the time. They hated us. We even didn't know whether they are not in fact trying to kill us or planning to kill us. Because at the end it was like really that we were afraid of them, that they will took out some real guns and make their revenge on us.
Yeah, but this mood that they were in really helped the film, I think. So it helped our project.
Okay, and do you think this is a normal relationship in between a director and an actor?
Well, I think that there is no normal, there is no norm in this. So there is this story about Werner Herzog shooting a film with this what's his name, the German actor.
Klaus Maria Brandauer?
No, Klaus Kinski.
Klaus Kinski.
With Klaus Kinski in the jungle, and it was exactly like that. And at that case, I mean, Kinski, Herzog, it really happened. The shooting happened. They're shooting at each other with the real guns. So in our case, it was quite mild cooperation comparing to Herzog Kinski.
Okay, thank you for an exhausting answer. And when we are talking about the relationships, how your relationship works when you are shooting together in a tandem, is there a nice director and a bad director, or you are both on the same boat, and who usually has the last word?
So maybe Ondřej is a bit nicer than me, but I'm trying to lose some weight and to shape myself into being a nicer director. So hopefully there will be both nice directors.
But you mean nicer, like not like kind person. You mean just like more good looking.
Yeah, but I meant it like a kind one.
Yeah. No, actually, we were almost all the time on the same boat. Of course, we had lots of discussions. It's always difficult when there are two directors, and it was probably more difficult than in the documentary shooting because there are lots of decisions that you have to put in the process before the shooting even starts. That's the main difference, I would say, between the documentary and fiction film. And we had discussions, but then on the set we didn't have time for many debates because we had all the debates behind us, and we knew exactly what we want to. So there were only really few moments when we had some discussions, and we were almost the whole process. We were doing the film together, including scriptwriting, development, editing, and shooting. So that was. But we are really get used to each other quite a lot because we know each other. We have known each other since our university studies when we studied journalistic together. So of course that's maybe some exceptional thing in that.
But yes, I think that in certain moments we had to play a bit like bad cop, good cop, as we do while shooting documentaries as well. It's like sometimes somebody had to tell somebody needs to prepare the situation for the impact, or I don't know. So there are different techniques, but
we are able to change these roles because sometimes it's a surprising thing. Sometimes I'm the bad cop, and sometimes I'm a good cop, and the the characters, they never know what is going to happen.
Yeah, and also Ondřej came up with this term controlled history. So we call it controlled history because sometimes to bring people back to their paths, sometimes to make them do something you need to burst into history and to create fear. Or create some situation that will like slap the people, and the stuff is happening.
Okay.
Am I right?
Yeah, you are right. Just at the beginning, I thought that you are saying that that I invented the term controlled history, like a history, like that we have to
history.
control history, like the communists want control.
So every film is a controlled history.
Yeah.
You made up something, and then people kind of believe that it happened like that. And since our film is like based on reality, yes, it's controlled history in that way.
When you are talking about controlled history and the theme of your movie, can I ask you, how did you prepare yourselves for the movie? Like, you were studying history, or you were meeting people with the same destiny as the main characters, or how did it work in the beginning?
Yeah, we did lots of researches. We spoke with political prisoners from the 50s. We've listened to lots of audio stuff because there's a certain project in the Czech Republic which is called Postbellum. It's kind of oral history project, and there are lots of interviews with people, with the political prisoners from the 50s. We even have, because our film is slightly based on the true story, so we had 8 hours of rush from the real prosecutor, and we were listening to this interview, and of course also from our previous documentary work we have some experience in that. So we did lots of researches, but at certain moment we really had to forget about the facts about the history, and we had to concentrate on our fiction story, which was kind of tricky at certain moment of developing the script.
Martin, do you want to add something?
What are we talking about?
We are talking about how did you prepare yourself for the movie, like for the topic, if you study history.
Yes, I prepared a lot.
I was prepared.
I was totally unprepared, and that is, that is always my advantage.
Okay.
Unprepared. I don't know. I don't want to know anything. I just start to do it, and I do it.
He's just controlling history.
Yeah.
Yeah. Control history. Burst, and it's there.
Thank you. And it seems you did quite a good piece of job. So thank you guys. Thank you for joining us today. And we hope that your movie will travel around the world a bit more than just USA. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.